The Galactic Concord's central chamber was a marvel of engineering, its domed ceiling shimmering with holographic star maps. Delegates from 100 worlds filled the seats, their forms ranging from the gelatinous Yulari to the crystalline Skarath. At the chamber's heart stood Admiral Lena Korsakov, a human woman with steel-gray hair and eyes like polished obsidian. Her Terran Navy uniform was crisp, its insignia gleaming under the artificial light. The air was thick with tension. Humanity's presence in the Concord was still new, their reputation untested. The Krillic delegate, a mantis-like creature named Skrix, clicked its mandibles. Admiral Korsakov, you claim humanity deserves a seat at this council. Yet your species is young, your fleet small. What can you offer the Concord? Lena's voice was calm, deliberate. Humanity offers loyalty and strength. 3 years ago, the Chell saved our colony on Arcturus Prime from a Zyphra swarm. We owe them a debt. Today, we're here to repay it and prove our worth. Murmurs rippled through the chamber. The Chell, a diminutive species known for their telepathic empathy and fragile forms, were beloved but weak. Their homeworld, Kalara, was under siege by the Vorgoth, a brutal empire of reptilian warriors who saw the Chell as easy prey. The Concord had debated intervention for weeks, but fear of the Vorgoth's military might had paralyzed them. The Viltari delegate, a sleek predator named Thras, bared his fangs. You speak boldly, human, but words are cheap. The Vorgoth have crushed entire fleets. What can your primitive ships do? Lena's lips twitched into a faint smile. Give us a chance and you'll see. The Concord speaker, a towering avian crocodile named Zykar, raised a taloned hand. Admiral Korsakov, the Concord will allow humanity to aid the Chell. But know this, failure will cost you your bid for full membership. Succeed, and Earth may yet earn our trust. Lena nodded, her expression unreadable. We'll succeed. The Chell saved us. We don't forget our debts. As she left the chamber, whispers followed her. The delegates saw humans as upstarts, reckless and frail. But Lena knew something they didn't. Humanity didn't just repay debts, they redefined them. Kalara was a world of mist and crystal spires, its skies choked with Vorgoth warships. The Chell's telepathic cries for help echoed across the planet, a psychic wail that made Lena's head ache as her fleet dropped out of hyperspace. The Terran Navy was modest, 10 cruisers, 20 frigates, and a single dreadnought, the Indomitable. By Concord standards, it was a speck against the Vorgoth armada of hundreds. Aboard the Indomitable's bridge, Lena studied the tactical display. The Vorgoth ships were massive, their hulls bristling with plasma cannons and kinetic lances. The Chell's defenses were crumbling, their orbital platforms were slag, and their ground forces were pinned in crystal citadels. Lena's second-in-command, Captain Javier Ruiz, approached, his dark eyes grim. Admiral, we're outnumbered 10-1, he said. The Chell's psychic distress is messing with our sensors. We can't get a clear read on the Vorgoth's positions. Lena's gaze didn't waver. Then we fight blind. The Chell saved Arcturus with no hope of reward. We owe them everything we've got. Ruiz nodded, though doubt lingered in his expression. Orders. Launch the drones. Full swarm tactics. And prep the Indomitable for a direct assault. We're punching a hole through their line. The bridge crew exchanged glances but obeyed. Humanity's strength wasn't in numbers. It was in adaptability. On Earth, they'd fought wars with sticks and stones, then tanks and jets, then starships. They'd learned to turn weakness into strength, to make the impossible work. The battle began with a swarm of Terran drones, each the size of a fighter but packed with AI-driven explosives. They darted through the Vorgoth formation, dodging plasma barrages with erratic maneuvers no organic pilot could match. The Vorgoth, expecting a conventional assault, were caught off guard as drones detonated in their engine cores, crippling a dozen ships in minutes. Lena watched the chaos unfold, her hands clasped behind her back. Now Ruiz hit their flagship. The Indomitable surged forward, its railguns roaring. The Vorgoth flagship, a behemoth twice the dreadnought's size, returned fire, its plasma beams carving gashes in the Indomitable's hull. But Lena had planned for this. The human ship's shields were layered, absorbing and redirecting energy in a design born from Earth's brutal wars. The Indomitable took the hits and kept firing, its railguns punching through the flagship's armor. In the Concord's observation chamber, the delegates watched the battle via hyperspace feed. The Krylik's mandibles twitched. Reckless. They'll be obliterated. Thras, the Viltari, leaned forward, his eyes narrowing. Or they'll change the game. On Kalara's surface, the Chell fought desperately, their telepathic voices guiding human dropships to key Vorgoth strongholds. Lena's ground forces, clad in powered exosuits, hit the enemy hard. Unlike the Vorgotha's brute force tactics, the humans used guerrilla strategies, ambushes, traps, and precise strikes. They targeted Vorgoth commanders, sowing chaos in their ranks. By the second day, the Vorgoth armada was faltering. Lena's fleet, though battered, had destroyed or disabled a third of their ships. The Chell's psychic cries grew hopeful, their citadels holding strong with human reinforcements. But the Vorgoth weren't done. Their supreme commander, a scarred warlord named Gorzid, broadcast a challenge across all channels. Humans, Gorzid's voice rumbled, guttural and venomous. You fight well for prey. Face me on the surface, or I burn Kalara to ash. Lena's eyes gleamed. He's desperate. We've got him rattled. The meeting took place in a ruined Chell citadel, its crystal walls shattered but glowing faintly under the mist. Gorzid towered over Lena, his reptilian bulk clad in spiked armor, a plasma glaive in one clawed hand. His eyes burned with contempt. You dare face me, human? Your kind are insects. Lena stood unarmored, her sidearm holstered, her posture relaxed. Behind her, a small team of human marines and Chell empaths waited, their presence a quiet threat. We're here to end this, Gorzid. Surrender and your people live. Fight and you won't. Gorzid laughed, a sound like grinding stone. You owe the Chell a debt? Then die for them. He lunged, his glaive a blur. Lena moved faster, sidestepping and drawing her sidearm, a human-made rail pistol. She fired, the hypersonic slug punching through Gorzid's armor. He roared, swinging again, but Lena was already moving, her team fanning out. The Chell empaths projected a psychic wave, disorienting Gorzid's guards, while the Marines opened fire with precision rifles. The fight was over in seconds. Gorzid fell, his armor riddled with holes, his glaive clattering to the ground. The Vorgoth guards, leaderless and shaken, dropped their weapons. The Chell's telepathic voice washed over Lena. A single word, gratitude. In orbit, the Vorgoth armada, receiving word of Gorzid's defeat, began to retreat. Lena's fleet harried them, ensuring they didn't regroup. By the third day, Kalara was free, its skies clear of enemy ships. The Chell emerged from their citadels, their delicate forms bowing to the humans in a gesture of eternal thanks. Back in the Concord chamber, the delegates sat in stunned silence. The hyperspace feed had shown everything, the drones, the Indomitable's defiance, Lena's stand against Gorzid. The Krylik delegate clicked nervously. Impossible. They won. Thras, the Viltari, stood, his voice low but resonant. The Viltari vote to grant humanity full membership. They are not prey. They are something else. The Broda delegate, usually silent, rumbled in agreement. The Broda concur. The humans repaid a debt with blood and steel. They are kin. Zykar, the speaker, raised his talons. By unanimous vote, Earth is granted a seat in the Galactic Concord. Admiral Korsakov, your people have earned our respect and our fear. Lena bowed slightly, her face impassive but her heart racing. We don't seek fear, just a place to stand and allies to stand with. As she left the chamber, the Chell delegate, a frail figure named Elora, approached. Her telepathic voice was soft, warm. You repaid our debt, human, but you gave us more hope. Lena smiled faintly. That's what humans do. We pay it forward. Months later, rumors spread through the galaxy. The Vorgoth, once feared, spoke of humans with dread, calling them debt breakers. Other species, from the cautious Yulari to the warlike Skarath, began seeking human alliances, wary of their unpredictable strength. On Earth, Lena stood on a balcony overlooking New Moscow, the city's lights reflecting humanity's ambition. The galaxy had laughed at them once, but now it trembled, not just at their power, but at their stubborn, relentless heart. The Chell's gift, a crystal carved with their psychic gratitude, sat on Lena's desk. She touched it, feeling its warmth. Humanity had repaid one debt, but the galaxy was vast and humans were just getting started.